So good evening, everyone, and I'd like to invite you all to start to find a good position for your body, for you to sit in that has a balance between ease and alertness. And actually, if we can find that kind of posture, if we can find that in the body, then the tendencies to sink, our energy sink, the tendency for the mind to get very agitated or restless, both of those things have less of a chance of kind of stepping in and hindering your ability to be present in the moment. And so it's really helpful to stay mindful of this and check in with yourself from time to time throughout your meditation period. So this evening, part of the time in our meditation, we're going to be reflecting upon the third noble truth of cessation. And for starters, right now, I'd just like to ask you to just allow your eyes to soften and to become mindful of your body. And to simply recognize anything that is present here in the body, anything that's going on. And as we set ourselves up to go deeper into the meditative milieu, it's helpful to simply scan the body, either from your head down toward your feet or from your feet up toward your head. Paying attention to each part of the body and noticing if there's a particular sensation that's present there. If there is, you can label it, if that helps you to stay focused. Or you can just be aware of it, simply aware of it, simply directly experiencing it. And also, as you do this, to be aware if the sensation is one that is pleasant or one that has some degree of unpleasantness in it. So as much as possible, my intention in the meditation is that we create that sense of ease with whatever is here, as much as we are able. So just starting to recognize and notice, and take your time and let your awareness slowly grow as you bring it to each area of the body. anytime you happen upon an area that has a lot of tension in it, a lot of discomfort, or even pain in it, see if you can just pause and directly experience that pain and let it do what it wants to do. So if that strong sensation wants to spread and get larger, allow it to spread. And just notice what happens as it's spreading. You do that, and you realize that really what this sensation wants to do is it wants to get smaller. It wants to kind of shrink in size. Once again, following the body's inner wisdom and allowing it to shrink in size and noticing what happens then. And if the sensation is in the spreading mode, you can allow it to spread beyond your body. You can allow it to spread into the whole frame of reference of this room and beyond. And you might notice moment by moment how the sensation may shift or change. And the same thing is if it wants to get smaller. Letting it get as small as it wants to get, even to an atomic particle size. In this way, there is no struggle with what we find in the body. We're directly responding to the inner knowing of our body. You may even find that the tension, the tightness, the discomfort begins to dissolve, begins to evaporate. And then as we feel that stopping, and the mind is cooperating, we have cessation. We have a taste, the flavor of sensation, cessation. So let that be known. You may also find that this sensation in the body is growing and getting stronger and larger. Maybe feel like it's overtaking other parts of the body. And there's more discomfort, although the discomfort may morph. Instead of tension, there's just a sense of tightness, or there's just a sense of throbbing, or there's just a sense of waviness. Whatever it is, we don't need to fight with it. So this is personal, working on a personal level with cessation. Now, as we've spent this time knowing our body a little bit more and attending to it, listening to it, befriending it, we can start to bring our attention to the sensation of the breath in the body. Just start to, again, recognize the movement of the breath this evening. What is my breath like in this moment? Can I also allow the breath to be just as it is, not how I think I want it to be? Without the wanting mind present, but just how it is. That's another piece of letting go. It's another form of personal cessation. Just letting go into what is here. As the breath changes, we just allow that. We just stay present. And when the thinking mind begins to take a journey, when it begins to drift, wander away, there may be some dullness going on or sleepiness, or it turns into some kind of daydream. There's some kind of thoughts present. Again, our work is simply to recognize and perhaps name either thinking or the particular of what the mind is doing. It could just be a slight arising of thought. Just noticing the very beginning of thought, but it doesn't really take over as you recognize it. And so the instructions are to let go of that thought as it begins to pass, and to come back to your focus of attention. And as we let go, another temporary cessation. Cessation has many words. that are used as synonyms to it. We know from the Pali that it means stopping. It's also called the unconditioned, the deathless, the unborn, unconditional happiness, the absolute, the void, big mind, Buddha nature, no self, emptiness, the formless, experiencing the pervading sacredness. It is possible to begin to see how there is temporary cessation in everyday ordinary conditions. Brief moments of letting go. I no longer get impatient or reactive when driving in traffic. I let things be as they are. Interpersonally, when someone doesn't agree with me or even criticizes me, I pause. I step back and let the reactivity go. I don't take what they said so personally. When we are no longer as worried about something going wrong, when we have less anticipation about what may happen, when we don't get what we really hoped for, and it is okay, when something happens that I did not think would happen, and it is not a problem, I am living cessation. I'm sleepy tonight, but it is okay. I notice how it feels. Sleepiness feels like this. And it is not a struggle to sit here and work with my sleepiness. When we touch these things, we discover what brings peace and joy. We are not suffering. Lao Tzu said, by letting go, it all gets done. Zen Master Suzuki Roshi calls this place of cessation a spacious meadow. The freedom we experience from the hungers of cessation is like leaving a stuffy, crowded room and getting a breath of fresh air. Ajahn Buddhadasa, a 20th century Thai forest monk, says that most of us regularly experience moments of nibbana, such as the deep feeling of connection when we let the beauty of nature touch us, or the feeling of peace when we allow ourselves a break after finishing a task. Stopping, pausing, allowing things to end. Happiness cannot be found through some great effort and willpower, but is already here in relaxation and letting go. Wanting to grasp the ungraspable, you exhaust yourself in vain. As soon as you relax this grasping, space is here, open, inviting, and comfortable.